Hello my fairies, welcome back and happy December. It is finally the festive month, which means I have some Christmassy cozy videos coming your way, starting with this one, which is a vlog of my time in Prague. Unfortunately, when we visited, we did go a little bit too early to catch the Christmas markets. However, it was still just as festive and cozy. Prague is such a fairy tale city and I enjoyed exploring it so much, and I can't wait to take you around with me. So without further ado, let's get into the video. As always, there isn't a great deal of footage from the travel day because I was honestly so tired. I was just thinking about getting into bed and sleeping. Annoyingly, this was the best day for weather. It was a clear, beautiful blue sky, but anyways, we just ordered pizza and went to sleep. This was my outfit for day one, exploring the old town. I know it's not the most exciting outfit, but honestly it was so cold. If you ever come to Prague in winter, make sure to layer up and wear warm clothes. My favourite thing about this city is the architecture, because every single building looks like a princess lives there. There were all kinds of bright coloured buildings, pastel pink, green, blue, and it was just so colourful and aesthetically pleasing to look at. Even the lampposts were so regal and pretty. I would probably say that the old town was my favourite part because it was like stepping back in time. There were so many cozy Christmas shops, chocolate shops, sweet shops, cute little cafes. There were old cars and horses. It just felt so magical and festive. We then got to the Old Town Square, which holds so many iconic buildings, and I was particularly excited to see the Church of Our Lady before Tin because allegedly this church is what Walt Disney used as inspiration for Sleeping Beauty's castle. Here you'll also find the Prague astronomical clock, which is attached to the Old Town Hall. This is where the Christmas markets are held, so you can just imagine how magical it is at Christmas time. We then got to the Charles Bridge, which has such an amazing view, and there was also a street band playing jazz and blues, which really just added to the atmosphere and again just felt so magical and like I'd stepped back in time. We then decided that we would stop off for some food and drink, and of course I had to get a mulled wine because you just have to in the festive season. I got fried cheese, parsley potatoes and tartar sauce, and my boyfriend got, I think this was goulash soup in a bread bowl. When we finished this, we went back to chill for a bit, then get ready to go out for dinner. I was really craving pasta, so we found an Italian. I had tomato and basil ravioli, and he had a 4-cheese pizza. This was my outfit for going to visit Prague Castle. I love this skirt so much. It's Liz Lisa and it's just so pretty for autumn winter. Then I layered up and we headed out. I have never felt more unfit in my life. We had to climb these steps up to Prague Castle, and by the top of them I had to crouch and have a breather because they were steep. From here you get an amazing view of all of Prague as well as the Petrin Tower, which resembles the Eiffel Tower. you how huge Prague Castle actually is. It is one of the largest castles in Europe. The construction of St. Vitus Cathedral took nearly 600 years. Construction started in 1344 and finished in 1929, which is crazy, but completely understandable when you see it. It is so detailed and intricate and just colossal. After exploring the castle grounds, we headed back to the old town, which was such a lovely scenic walk underneath the bridge. I feel like everywhere in Prague just looks like a cute little Christmas village. Even on the gloomiest, rainiest days, it was still so bright and so cozy. I've seen these chimney cakes for years now and I've always been so curious to try one. We went to Switzerland Christmas markets last year but didn't try one, and there are lots of chimney cake shops here, so we stopped off at one and got a pistachio gelato chimney cake. We then had a quick food and drink stop before heading back, and the walk back was so lovely. We walked past bakeries and cafes and restaurants and markets that smelled like cinnamon and spices and sweets. If Christmas were a smell, that would be it. After having some time to relax and get ready, we went out for dinner. This was our first time trying a dry gin martini, and I think it will be my last. I don't think my taste buds are quite mature enough for that yet. We got cheese gnocchi, grilled vegetables, and steak with potatoes. Whilst I got ready, my boyfriend went out and got us some breakfast. On this morning, he got us some raspberry and chocolate and pistachio cookies. These were unreal, especially the chocolate one. Oh my goodness, I would do anything for another one. And this is my outfit for our museum day. Just a cozy look. I had so many layers. I think I had 3 layers on my pants and 2 layers on my top as well as my coat. But it's worth it because I didn't really feel the cold very much. This museum was so stunning, and we even saw people doing photo shoots in there, and I thought, why didn't I bring a dress to shoot in here? It was just so grand and golden. The crystal section is always one of my favourites when I go to museums. I always go looking for rose quartz, or at least just quartz, because that one's my favourite, but I don't feel like I'm into crystals enough as I'd like to be. If you have a favourite crystal, let me know. I always find it so interesting to see fashions and prints and furniture and room decor like trinkets and vases that were designed and created so long ago, yet still have such an impact on the things we buy and wear and have in our room today. once we had looked around the museum, we decided to grab some late lunch and we came across this cute little Italian restaurant. We just got some tomato pasta to share because we were going to be eating dinner again about 2 hours, so didn't want to be too full. We then decided it was time to head back and start packing before we had to go out for food again. Yes, I wore my Liz Lisa skirt again, but I paired it with my lace-made knit shirt this time. And yes, we went back to the same restaurant as the night before. We love doing this. We find a restaurant we adore and we go back as much as we can. This time we both got the cheese gnocchi and roast potatoes. These were so good, and then we finished with chocolate and nut cake. It was then time to leave and we had a fairly early flight, so not much footage from this day, but just know it was freezing cold. I thoroughly enjoyed visiting the magical fairytale city that is Prague, and I hope you liked coming along with me. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I do have a Christmas vintage room decor, fashion, bits and bobs, everything haul coming soon before Christmas, of course, so keep an eye out for that as well. Have a wonderful week ahead and I will catch you next time. Bye!